Hey guys, it's Naruto back here for another What If video. Today it's What If Naruto had the power of the four cardinal heroes part. Pretty sure 12, maybe 11, I don't know. Anyways, I just recorded some gameplay real quick, so yeah. Now let's get on with the What If video. Last part we left off with the end of the invasion, with Sasuke and Hinata taking down Shukaku. So yeah. Also heroes and Wiz. Anyways, after the invasion, Naruto remembers that the waves will be coming in 3 months. And as due to the invasion and Naruto helping heroes, Naruto had 2 months of break. And the waves were gonna start in a month. So Naruto realized that he had to go stop the waves, as he remembered the waves in the book that gave him the power of the 4 cardinal heroes. So he felt like it was part of his responsibility to do it. As Naruto would then prepare an infiltration cloak armor piece that he had for a while now. This added 20 points into his stealth abilities. So yeah, Naruto also took out the rope bow, and with the rope bow, Naruto can now shoot a rope somewhere and basically like a grappling hook, grapple himself back up there. So yeah, that's a pretty good set of stealth abilities. Naruto also took out his mask that he created after using a normal mask that covered the whole face and replacing it, or just putting it into the dirt, slamming it there, then taking it out without letting the dirt move any places. Then when the dirt was like that, Naruto used a simple earth jutsu to harden it. Then poured some iron there in order to create the mask through the outline. Then would put the mask on. As Naruto, with the infiltration cloak and a normal cloak behind it, hiding his spiky blonde hair. As Naruto would say that he would go off to the country of hot water. And Naruto, knowing that Hiruzen would send Anbu, Naruto would create a shadow clone that would last over a month to the land of hot water. As there was only a week left before the waves begin. As Naruto would arrive near the end of the waves after infiltrating it, Naruto would realize that there were enough that it would basically be impossible for him not to be spotted, even with his invisibility. As Naruto would activate his invisibility quickly to sneak up before the border of enemies. As Naruto would take out a sword, his precisely Uzumaki iron blade, and would use a multi-crescent moon slash. I'm pretty sure that's the ability it had. As it would slice a opening through them, and Naruto would jump into the air, switching to the Uzumaki chakra bow. As Naruto would use rain of arrows then would shoot a beam of arrows as well. As Naruto would quickly move through it at fast speeds due to him using the bow, which gives mobility. As Naruto would switch to the ninja wire bow, shooting it far away near a building in the village that the wave would start in. As Naruto would see the boss there and would be shocked at it after he got there. It was a 10-headed Hydra. As the other monsters began to approach, Naruto would create 10 shadow clones, each of them with a decent amount of chakra, and 4 of them had the shield 2 of them had the bow, 2 of them had the spear, and 2 of them had a sword, as they would prepare to each go after the enemies. In squads, of course. Each squad had, well, one of each, though 2 shielders, as 2 people with shields in order to guard the people with a bow, sword, and spear. So yeah, those shadow clones would be taking care of the minions around, as Naruto would stand towards the Hydra, staring it directly, as Naruto would say, "So this is the boss, huh? Wonder how much health it has. Well, might as well test it out." As Naruto would charge towards it with his Uzumaki chakra bow, shooting a beam of arrows towards it, which it simply just shot a blast of earth through one of its mouths, and would after that shoot a combination of fire and wind. As Naruto would be surprised by this, he would quickly regain his footing and would quickly jump up to avoid it. As in the air, Naruto would see that it shot a bolt of lightning towards him, so would get the fox shield, using the fox shield to use 4 tails in order to block and counter the lightning strike. As Naruto would after that would then quickly use another attack by switching to the spear and extending the rage spear extremely far, stabbing the wind head in order to minimize the damage. As Naruto realized that the wind head's damage would be extremely high, likely even enough to damage his shield. Along with the deadly combination of wind and fire, Naruto knew that this Hydra was powerful. As Naruto would then quickly prepare the fox bow and would shoot a tailed beast bomb from the fox bow, as he would see the Hydra preparing 2 of the mouths between the middle one, as one had a dark substance and the other had a white substance. As they would fire, Naruto realized that the dragon also had yin and yang mouths, as Naruto would decide that he should also take those out, as they had dangerous properties. Earth he could handle, lightning he could handle, fire he could handle, water he thinks he can handle. At least he's not sure though, since the dragon can just try to drown him. Anyways, as Naruto would shoot the tailed beast bomb and it would clash with the yin and yang beams, the Hydra would shoot lava and ice from another 2 of its mouths, along with steel from the last one after those. As Naruto would then activate the Rage Shield in order to blast back the collision of the first attacks and would then reflect the ice, lava, and iron blasts towards the Hydra, which continued to shoot out the rest of the blasts, countering his other 3 elemental blasts. As Naruto would use the Rage Spear once more, stabbing through the Hydra would try to throw it to the ground, slamming it to the back of him, and Naruto would then use a water or wind style jutsu to enhance his Uzumaki Iron Blade or Uzumaki Chakra Blade, and would then, as the Hydra would shoot all of its blasts at Naruto would slide past them using chakra to make it so it won't damage his chakra boots, which were an item he had gotten through the Cardinal Heroes system. So yeah, Naruto would manage to get close to it, and as one of the blasts was right in front of him, Naruto would slash through it with the Uzumaki chakra blade, and would then use his crescent moon slash, along with using a multi-crescent moon slash, which managed to heavily damage the Hydra, as two of its heads were cut off, mainly the Yin head and the Ice head, as there were only 7 more heads left for Naruto to take down. As the Hydra would scream in fury, Naruto would create 4 shadow clones, each of them using one of the weapons and having a sizable amount. Naruto would then take a sizable amount of chakra, as Naruto would then take out the ninja wire bow and would prepare the ninja wire bow's infinite wrap, which will surround the Hydra in ninja wire in order to completely trap it. As Naruto's 4 shadow clones were having trouble, they were able to hold it off, as Naruto would then surround it with his ninja wire and would then enhance the ninja wire with chakra, as all 4 of the shadow clones would begin to use the bow. Well, Naruto would use the rage shield, as all 4 of the shadow clones would shoot a blast towards Naruto, as they were right in front of the Hydra, as each of those were a tailed beast bomb. As they all hit Naruto's rage shield, Naruto would use the maximum power of his rage shield's ability, now being able to completely reflect all of the tailed beast bombs. As they fused, the power of this tailed beast bombs would be stronger than even the 8 tails' strongest tailed beast bomb. As the rage shield would then blast us out in a ball of powerful chakra, as the Hydra would finally break free, only to be hit by this, losing another 3 heads. To be exact, the metal head, the iron head, the stone head, the water head, along with the fire head, as nearly all of the heads were down, as there were only 4 of them left. As Naruto would then dispel his shadow clones, as he had gotten tired from it, the enemies that were approaching had long since stopped, though all of the shadow clones were destroyed. Though the enemies didn't stop because they were all killed, as yes, most of them were taken down by Naruto's shadow clones, but more so that the shinobi forces that were gathered were making it through, and they needed to continue holding them off. As Naruto and the Hydra would then clash once more, Naruto would then take out his Uzumaki chakra bow and would shoot out a rain of arrows. Then Naruto would switch to the Uzumaki chakra blade and would slash multiple times, using the multi-crescent moon slashes. Then Naruto would use the rage or the fox shield, shooting out 4 fox tails, countering or at least holding off the blasts of the Hydra, allowing the 2 previous attacks from the bow and sword to deal massive damage to the heads, even destroying the lightning head. As Naruto would then switch to the ninja wire bow, trapping the Hydra again, but only managing to tie 2 heads together. As Naruto would then shoot a water dragon towards the Hydra, and would then shoot multiple shuriken from his Uzumaki chakra shuriken, which, as said in the first few parts, does count as a ranged weapon, so it works for the bow. as these were heavily infused with wind, as they cut through the ninja wire along with dealing massive damage to the other heads, as the Hydra would then use the other two heads and would shoot a combination of, what were the elements left again? I think I forgot, though. All I have to do is think of, I'm pretty sure. Okay, fine. Oh yeah, yin and yang. Those two will be the yin and yang heads. Anyways, the yin and yang heads would then shoot one last blast from both of them. Now, Naruto would block it with his prison shield along with Ariel's strike shield. Though it would break through, the Hydra's heads would be blasted off by their own pressure, as Naruto would take the entire hit of the last Hydra head. Wonder what that one is, since I forgot all 5 of the elements. Yep, I forgot about all of them. Actually, not all of them, but yeah. Oh yeah, there's still the lava one left. As the last Hydra head, while Naruto was defenseless, shot a huge blast of lava, heavily damaging Naruto to the point where Naruto got down to 30% HP. Luckily though, his cloak wasn't very damaged, and Naruto would quickly break out of it using the Uzumaki Chakra Blade. Though by that time, the Hydra would already prepare a final lava bullet or blast, as Naruto would clash with the lava blast and would slash straight through it, though it did some damage to him, making his HP bar reach 20%. Though Naruto would slash the rest of the Hydra in half, winning the battle. As the wave would then stop, Naruto would quickly leave the scene and would return back to the Hidden Leaf Village. Anyways, yeah, this is gonna be where we're ending off the video. So though I will name some things that happened during the time skip, since Sasuke wouldn't leave this time. You know what? I'll just say what happened to the Sand Fool. So when the Sound Fool tried to recruit Sasuke, Sasuke would blatantly refuse, as Sasuke and the Sound Fool would begin to fight. Sasuke having major difficulties with them when they reached their Curse Mark 2. Luckily though, Sasuke shooting fire into the air attracted multiple other ninja to go help Sasuke. As together with the power of teamwork, that was cringe. Anyways, with the power of cringy teamwork, they defeated the Sound Fool, who, what do you know, also had teamwork. Anyways, yeah, the Sound Fool would be defeated, Sasuke would stay in the Hidden Leaf. Naruto in the first year wouldn't leave the village, and Jiraiya would go retrieve Tsunade after 10 months of work. Then they would decide that Naruto should go on a training trip, and Naruto would go train. On this training trip, Jiraiya learned of Naruto's abilities, and would then, after that, would help Naruto learn more about abilities. Like Naruto now has a oil bow, oil shield, oil blade, and yeah. Here's a quick saying about all of the abilities. So the oil shield allows attacks that are physical to slip directly past the shield. So, like, if a earth dragon were to hit it, since it's physical, it'll just slide off the shield, dealing minimal damage. So, yeah, the oil shield is pretty overpowered. Also, Naruto learned Sage Mode, a bigger Rasengan, became a Toad Summoner, yada yada. Anyways, yeah, this is gonna be the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it, since, yeah, this is gonna be the end of it. In the next part, we'll be covering the Naruto Shippuden. Yes, I'll actually try to do a Naruto Shippuden and not play Naruto the gamer and just go like, oh, the Katsuki attacked the village and Naruto just gets overpowered enough to kill all of them. Then Kage would be revived somehow. I'm not gonna pull that off again. So yeah, we're just gonna do a good old classic Naruto Shippuden that I've never even watched one of in like 2 months. Anyways, peace out.